Tonight is game 2 for the Indiana Fever. Can they stage off elimination? Let's go.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, so the Indiana Fever, game 2 of the WNBA playoffs, first round, best of 3. The Indiana Fever lose the first game in a bad fashion, 93-69. This is game 2. They have to win this game to extend the series, to move it back to Indiana on Friday. We already seen that the Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty already wrapped up their series. Now, could this series be extended? We know that the Minnesota Lynx play the Phoenix Mercury tonight, which the Phoenix Mercury had a chance to win the first game. But hey, who knows what happened in this game? But anyway, the Indiana Fever need to win this game to extend the series. If they lose this game, then it's a long vacation. For many reasons, viewership, records, would the WNBA want to keep playing part in the Fever in the playoffs, knowing that, hey, would the Connecticut Sun want to win this series to match up against a team like Minnesota that know that they probably gonna get swept in that series? So it's a whole tale-telling factor that's going on in this series. But nevertheless, the keys to victory for the Indiana Fever: 1, they got to come out hot. They got to come out being aggressive. They got to punch the Suns in their mouth. They cannot allow the Suns to continue to dictate the series and had the Fever playing into their hands. Number 2, how will Caitlin Clark will respond after the incident with Dejanay Carrington? Can she come out like she did the last time they played in the regular season and been firing on all cylinders? Can her and Kelsey Mitchell, the Splash Sisters, get it going? Can Miss Marvel, can the Flash get it going in this series? You know what I'm saying? Can they get this game hot? Can they start hitting from the threes? Can Chrissy Sides, as a coach, can she draw more plays for this Fever team? You know what I'm saying? To get Caitlin Clark more opportunity looks. Can Caitlin Clark, get to the basket more? Can they get the mismatch? Knowing that the Suns in this game is going to start Marina Mabrey. Watch that factor in that game. The start of Marina Mabrey is going to hurt the bench play of the Connecticut Suns. 3, perimeter defense. This team needs to play better perimeter defense. They allow Marina Mabrey went for like 5 from behind 3-point range. She had 27 points off the bench. You cannot allow her to get hot in this game. DeWanna Bonner, you got to make her play defense. Match her on somebody else instead of Caitlin Clark. If she's on Caitlin Clark, you got to make her move around. You got to screen her off. Yes, she tall, she lanky, but you could still put a big body on her to make us be able to squeeze through. If that's the case, run drag screens around for Caitlin Clark with a Dantas. Put Dantas in the game. I would say Dantas needs to start, or over Neliza Smith, or Timmy Fan Bailey, somebody. But I think Dantas would be the better option because she's a stretch 4. She could play inside out and she could hit from the outside. Because if they do switch off of her, she could easily pass the ball to Dantas. Dantas could take an easy shot, or she could pass it to the next open man. 4, Lexi Hall needs to score in this game. We need some production from Lexi Hall, scoring wise. We can't leave it all on Aaliyah Boston. We can't leave it all on Caitlin Clark. We can't leave it all on Kelsey Mitchell. We need the others to step up. Naming Agent Smith. Yeah, Agent Smith, Neliza Smith, aka. We need her production. She only had 1 rebound, 0 points in this game, 9 minutes. Can she come in and be effective if Christy Sides end up starting her in this game? She needs to play. She needs to be physical under the basket. She needs to get points. She can't let DeWanna Bonner run her off. She got to play better defense. If that's the case, you're going to have to put somebody like a Damiris Johnson. You don't want to risk it. So if you're going to match up with somebody that's quicker, put Timmy Fan Bentley in. Timmy Fan Bentley came in the game. And if she's in the game, she got to play better defense on Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas went for a triple-double, knowing that she can't shoot. She can't shoot. So why would you allow somebody open shots to make one-handed shots? Just don't make sense at all. 5, total team effort. You can't be crying to the ref. Can't be looking for fouls. You got to play through everything. If you sit there complaining to the refs and whine to the ref, guess what's that going to happen? The refs will ignore you throughout the game. You make the referees call the fouls. That means you got to be the aggressor. That means you got to go to the basket, take the fouls, flop, whatever you got to do. The same things. Take a page out of the Connecticut Sun book. Take a page out of some of these veteran teams book. If you get to the basket or you under the basket, flop. You know what I'm saying? Say, make the referees call it. Don't leave it in the referee hands by you complaining to the referees and then the refs looking at you like, you know what, hey, they ain't gonna do nothing but complain all game, so I'm not gonna call. I'll call it when I decide to call it. Make them call the foul. Try to get to the free throw line. Put the Connecticut Sun in foul trouble. They like to play aggressive. They like to play physical. So guess what? Use that physical play against them with your quickness. If they want to play physical, use your quickness. You know what I'm saying? Run the floor on them. Anytime you get a rebound, press. Marina Mabry is not fast. You know what I'm saying? Alyssa Thomas not fast. Brianna Jones ain't fast. Use your quickness against them to get them in foul trouble, to get them to back off of you for playing physical. Because once you do that, use Dejanay Carrington quickness against her to get her in foul trouble. She wants to play, let Kelsey Mitchell use her quickness on her. Get to the basket and put her body into her. And Leo Boston. Anytime you got a mismatch down low, take it to the rack, go up, get a foul call. You know what I'm saying? Neliza Smith needs to take mid-range shots. She easy could take them mid-range shots. Nobody's sticking her because what? DeWanna Bonner's going to be there? Guess what? If DeWanna Bonner's there, you got Lexi Hall that's probably going to be wide open by herself. Nobody's going to be on Lexi Hall. That's the opportunity for Lexi Hall to knock down shots and make defenses play differently. We got to use all our personnel in this game. And if Neliza Smith ain't giving you nothing, sit her on the bench like you did. Bring in Victoria Saxon, somebody that's a little bit quicker, a little bit could slide. You know what I'm saying? Even if Tammy ain't playing well, because I believe if you use Victoria Saxon, I don't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Christy Wallace. If you space them out and let them hit open shots, you could do the same thing with Christy Wallace that they did with Marina Mabry. Let her create 3-point shots for her. Let's see if she can knock them down. You don't want her to handle the ball or anything like that. You want her to play some kind of defense, but if you got an opportunity for her to knock down open shots, let her knock them open shots down. You can't sit there and play away with this game because this game is too important. Any mishaps in this game is going to result y'all going home early, and you know what's going to happen after that. There's going to be a lot of changes after this season. So for the Indiana Fever to continue to their season, they got to win this game. They cannot play around with this game. They got to take it to them. They got to play physical with them. Now, they are in their red Rebel jerseys, and you know what that spells every time they wear it. Victory. So, if that's the case, let's get a victory and push this to Indiana. And guess what? 1-1 series, win or go home. And it's going to be on Indiana, Florida. They could win it all and send Connecticut on their way. I would love to see that happen, but they got to play. They cannot have, part 5, number 5, second part to that, this is a B part. Come out in the third quarter ready to play. Stop allowing the third quarter to be the dictation of how you're going to go through. You only get, 10 minutes in the third quarter? Use the first 3 minutes to, if you down 2-3 points, come out to be the aggressor. If you up, make them come out to be aggressive still. Don't allow the third quarter to decide your fate where you get down, you playing close the whole game, and then all of a sudden you can't get over the hump. I suspect Caitlin Clark gonna come out to look for her shot. If she start hitting down a couple of shots, it's gonna be a long night for the Connecticut Sun, because they're not gonna have an answer for it. Kelsey Mitchell start hitting a couple of shots, it's gonna be a long night because it's gonna open up so much for everybody else. I want to see Lexi Hall get some touches and hit down shots like Marina Mabrey did. If she hits down shots, because you think about this, if Marina Mabrey's starting, most likely Marina Mabrey gonna be on Clark or Mitchell. That gonna leave Dejanay Carrington going to have to play Neliza Smith, or she gonna have to play Lexi Hall. Then that gonna leave Neliza Thomas gonna have to play either Neliza Smith or Kelsey Mitchell. Then you're gonna have DeWanna Bonner gonna have to play either or. So they matchup is gonna be different because of how they gonna put Marina Mabrey in the lineup. Now I want y'all to listen to what Caitlin Clark had to say. Well, not first Caitlin Clark, but Kelsey Mitchell had to say about if there was any disconnect in game 1 and if her chemistry with Caitlin Clark was off.
Kelsey, did you feel like there was a disconnect with Caitlin on Sunday as sort of like a two-player backcourt? And I guess if so, how do you be more connected with her?
Oh man, I don't think there was a disconnect. I think that we were learning what it was like to play in a playoff game, man. I just think that's the reality. There's no way around that. I've never been here. She's never been here. Most of us have never been here, and you got to see a disconnection throughout the course of our organization. It's our first time, and I think that the good thing is that you can look at Wednesday and say, hey, see how much you can learn, and taking what was and make what is, today. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that improvement. I'm proud of that growth from, hopefully from that game to even today for practice. So I think that me and C-Square will always be locked in on what we can bring to the table as a group.
What are you?
And I can tell you this, they mindset going into this game tonight, they going to be a little bit more aggressive. I think they was too tentative in the first game. They didn't play with intensity. They was taking shots. Caitlin was missing shots. Normally she was wide open. It wasn't really, you had DeWanna Bonner on her, but still Caitlin had some wide open shots that she just missed. Do you think she's gonna miss those same shots tonight? No, I don't think so either. Because the fact of the matter is that you gotta make Connecticut Sun uncomfortable. As much as they try to make you uncomfortable, you got to make them uncomfortable because they don't like to run. 2, they can't keep up with y'all in scoring. The only way they outscore y'all is because y'all ain't hitting shots and y'all not being aggressive. Now listen to what Caitlin Clark had to say going into this game tonight.
Like, you approach it in a way of like, you don't want this to be the end. Like, you want to keep coming back here. You want to keep coming to practice. You want to keep having shoot around or, have one more game with your team. So I feel like that's how I approach it. Like, I don't want this to end. I feel like it's been a very special year for our organization, and our goal is to get to the playoffs.
So you heard what she had to say. We could take it for the grain of salt or whatever the case may be. But I do believe this team will win tonight because they know they need to extend the series. They want to bring this playoff home to Indianapolis and bring something to the fans. I don't see them losing this game tonight. I do see them, if they win tonight, they winning it on Friday. That's my take on it. You know what to do. Continue to keep them bells ringing anytime I drop a hardcore video. And like I said at the end of my video, you know what it is. Livewire Sports, Indiana Fever update, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing. Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.